Hi, I'm Kenya and welcome to my YouTube channel. So on this day that I'm uploading this video, it is Eid al-Fitr. So special shout out to all my Muslim brothers and sisters out there. I see you. So today I want to have a chat. And I want to chat about a topic that has been on my mind for the past week or so. Your behavior is linked to your opportunities, okay? Your behavior is linked to your opportunities. Before I start, I just want to say, no, I do not take myself that seriously, okay? I like to have fun, I like to, laugh, but there's a time and a place for everything. Recently I had an incident with a friend where I just had to stop talking to him. Once you reach a certain age, you should know better about certain things. There's a certain way that you should carry yourself, and you should be a little more polished and refined, if you get what I'm saying. I'm a really nice person. If I have an opinion, I try to say it in a helpful and a respectful manner. Now, I just want to preface this by saying homeboy is from the Bronx, okay? So I've had so many jobs in the past where I was able to meet so many types of people, from being a promotional model back in the day to being a flight attendant. And I have a personality that is very, some people call it bubbly. A lot of people like to come up to me and talk. So I meet so many different people from all walks of life, from the bottom to the top. It doesn't matter, And so I meet this person, just living life or whatever. So he would start to tell me about how he runs scams or whatever, how he runs scams on companies, people, jobs. And so if you tell me anything, my memory is very photographic. I don't forget anything. I remember every single thing, right? Everything, right? When he does start to talk about these types of things, normally I will just change the subject because I'm into scam activities. It looks like I partake in those activities. I don't want to hear about those. And so I've been working in property management for probably the last 7 or 8 years, and he works in construction. And so he was telling me he needed a job, and was my job hiring? Absolutely not. Well, they are hiring, but I would never refer you. You're always talking about how you get over on these jobs and you do things where you sue them for large amounts of money. I will not be tied to that. And so this is what I mean by your behavior is linked to your opportunity. You could have had an opportunity to be employed, use me as a reference, but you're not. If you do try to apply where I work and use me as a reference, I would politely tell those people no. Don't use me. He's a cool person, don't get me wrong, but he just got some scammy ways. And so the last straw was, he asked me where I worked, and I said I work in the city with affordable housing. My company processes some of the applications from the Housing Connect website. He's like, oh, could you get me an apartment? And I'm trying to explain to him that I work on the compliance side. And he literally got mad, and he's like, well, you could get me an apartment. Y'all just don't be wanting to help people out. Really got upset. You work for the company, you can't help me, you're lying, you can't help me get an apartment. When you enter your name onto that website, there is a list. It goes into a database. If someone giving you the hookup to get you an apartment above other people on that waiting list, that's considered fraud, and you can go to jail. So if you haven't seen it, last month I believe a bunch of night show workers went to jail for fraud. No ma'am, I do not look good in cuffs, okay? I do like silver accessories, but not handcuffs, okay? So he was really getting upset because I was telling him, I cannot help you. My job is to help the developer with the paperwork so that he can get the tax credits on those properties. So, long story short, he got really mad about the situation because I couldn't help him. And now that I'm talking about this topic with you guys, this is kind of cathartic. I just feel like maybe I just outgrew this friend, because it's I see so much greatness in my life. I feel myself going up every day. I'm just it's up from here, And so for you to be focused on trying to scam your way into affordable housing, why not put that energy in trying to secure employment so that you're able to live in a type of apartments that you desire? You get what I'm saying? And so he tells me, yeah, risk your job. And I said, I literally have 2 college degrees, expensive college degrees, and I had to get a certification for this job. So not only am I going to be risking my job, that's fraud, I can go to jail, now I have misdemeanors, and everything I work for is down the drain. And so after that conversation, it literally put a bad taste in my mouth, and I stopped talking to him as a friend. Because what kind of friend are you to suggest that someone does that? And then he keeps calling me and texting me, well, what happened? Why don't you want to talk to me? Why would I talk to you? Why would I talk to you? And it's like, if he wasn't such a scam artist, like, I could have put him on. Like, yo, bro, you want an affordable apartment? All right, I'm gonna put you onto some waiting lists that are very short to get you in. I could have gave you that information that you needed, or I could have gave you some other affordable housing information, like upstate New York, like Westchester, you know, Nassau, like Long Island, like, you know, outside of New York City or at the top of Jersey. But since you're such a scam artist, why would I want to put you onto those opportunities? And this is what I mean by your behavior is linked to your opportunity. You get what I'm saying? And I've had so many opportunities just because people, they genuinely liked me as a person. I was honest. If you are finding yourself lacking opportunity in this world, you really have to step back and assess your behavior. Assess your behavior. Because people who work really hard to get, you know, up there in life, they're not going to risk that for people. And I just feel like, what's that saying? People that have nothing to lose will help you lose everything. So you have to be careful. If you have a friend and you feel like that friend never tells you about anything, maybe they're not hating on you. Maybe it's your behavior. because you know, it's always, oh, yo, they hating on me, they won't help me. So be aware of your behavior. I say all that to say is, be cognizant of your behavior. And even when I worked down at Section 8, how people would just call the office or just come up to the office yelling and carrying on. And say, for instance, you were on a waiting list and you came up to Section 8 acting a fool, my supervisor would take you off the waiting list. You would have to start all over when the next waiting list comes out. When the waiting list opens up, you would have to reapply. I've seen people literally be taken off the waiting list. Just taken off. You could have been number 20. Now you're taken off because of your behavior. Now you gotta start all over. What I've noticed is, a lot of the times, people who don't get far in life, who are stuck or stagnant, a lot of the times it has to do with their behavior. It has to do with their behavior. It has to do with how you carry yourself. And I'm not saying that you have to be prim and proper 24/7. Like, you know, you can be you. You can be what is considered ghetto or ratchet. I do not mind ghetto or ratchet people. However, you definitely have to be likable. And so I just say that because my friend that I've known since I was 25, who asked me why I hadn't been talking to him and why I ghosted him. A lot of times y'all be getting ghosted. Y'all know exactly why y'all be ghosted. Like, you know exactly why you got ghosted. Because you seriously asked me to do something illegal. Like, what kind of person are you? And it's like, and I'm looking at myself in the mirror like, how am I friends with people like this? Like, it doesn't even align with the person that I personally am, you know? Like, what am I doing? And it's only my fault that I'm upset at this moment, at this comment he made, because I know better. You know, you can be cordial with people. Hi, bye. If they hit you up, hey, what's up? You can keep it short. Oh, I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? I just went on vacation. All right, got to go. Bye. And hang up or whatever. I don't want to go on too long, so if you are here to the end of this video, if you made it this far, I just want to thank you guys for coming to kick it with me today, and I will see you in my next YouTube video. Toodles.
I am not mentioning any of my friends' name in a room full of opportunity if they have bad work ethic. Absolutely not. In the world we live in, the people that you put on in these spaces become a representation of you. So if I know you are not gonna follow through and do your due diligence, I absolutely will not mention your name.
you.